You might be in Seattle.
Yeah,
Okay.
no kidding.
Let's go through high-level points of project procurement management. So this process is about acquiring the products, services, or results needed from outside the project team to perform the work. And we should always look at it from the buyer's point of view. All product and project management requirements for the procurement work should be specifically stated in the contract. If not in contract, then a formal change order needs to be issued. If it's in the contract, it must be done. Formal change order to the contract must be issued, canceling it. Changes must be submitted and approved in writing. Contracts are legal binding by both parties, and contracts should diminish project risk. That's why we have it. Like we basically, when we transfer risk, this is why the contract was important. Force majeure, situation which may be considered an act of God and is a allowable excuse for either party not meeting contractual requirements. Usually the risk is covered by the seller, for which they will often carry insurance. Are y'all seeing my screen? No, you weren't seeing the screen I was seeing. Okay, yeah, I was looking at this. Okay, great. Liquidated damages. There are estimated damages for specific defaults described in advance. Retainage, 5 to 10% is withheld from payment and is paid at the end. And time's of the essence, that you do this in the time that I want, or else you won't get paid. Material breach, that is so large that it may not be possible to complete the work under contract. Work for hire, the work provided will be owned by the buyer. Brevity simply means privity, or P-R-I-V-I-T-I, you know it. Simply means a contractual relationship. Price, the amount charged to the customer. It is defined as the cost plus profit. Profit, the amount of money given to the seller above and beyond the cost incurred to produce a product. Typically, the seller has a target margin desired to sell a product. Like I'm always upselling. Like even if my archery lessons cost $20 to do for each person, you know I'm putting $30, $35 because there's other costs that you have to pay for, right? Outside of that, and the profit for being a business owner. Cost, this is how much an item costs the seller to create, develop, or purchase a product. A buyer's cost includes both the seller's cost plus profit and is the same as the price. Target price, another way of saying planned or expected price. It is used as a point of comparison with the final actual price paid. Sharing ratio is how the cost overruns would be split between the buyer and seller. And ceiling price, this is the highest price the buyer will pay for a product or service. Okay, terms, master service agreement is a government agreement that's used for overall engagement, usually used on a large project. Any adaptive work is placed in an appendix or supplement, which allows changes to occur on any adaptive scope without impacting the overall contract. Point of total assumption relates only to the fixed price. And incentive fee contracts, and refers to the amount above which the seller bears all the loss of a cost overrun. I hope that y'all can see that formula. See, 100%, okay? PTA are assumed due to mismanagement. Point of total assumption. Okay, so that brings us into plan procurement management, right? So we have our inputs. Yep, inputs, tools, and techniques, and outputs. Inputted here would be the project charter, the business documents, project management plan, enterprise environmental factors, organizational process assets. We understand why the project charter is needed in business documents, just so we understand what we're buying and why we need to buy it. Expert judgment, data gathering, data analysis, source selection analysis, and meetings. Just the simple fact being that expert needs to give us a point of view on what we should buy, gather data on if product A, B, or C, or service A, B, or C should be used, right? Source selection analysis, we should have a systematic way of figuring out what we're gonna buy, and then definitely meetings to go over it. Leaving this is the procurement management plan of how we're gonna procure things, the strategy behind the procurement, bid documents, procurement statement of work, source selection criteria, make or buy decisions, independent cost estimates, change requests, project document updates, organizational process updates. And one thing to note with organizational process assets updates, this is seen in maybe like 2 or 3 different process groups. And so I have to find the other 2 or 3 that I saw, but that was something to note. Wonderful. In least cost, the lowest cost provider wins. Qualification only looks for the provider who best meets the defined need regardless of cost. Quality-based / highest technical proposal score asks the provider to submit a proposal with both technical and cost details. Quality and cost-based selection allows cost to be included as a factor or variable in the process. And sole source asks a specific seller to prepare technical and financial proposals such that they don't have to even get any other bids, right? And fixed budget method requires you to disclose your available budget to sellers who are then invited to propose a proposal to meet the budget. All right, procurement management plan. Describes management procurement from developing procurement documentation through contract closure, types of contracts, roles and responsibilities, common authority, coordination, constraints and assumptions, timeframes, pre-follow quality sellers, and metrics. Bid documents, request for information, request for quotation, request for a proposal. RFQ, used when more information is needed from the vendor and about how the seller will satisfy the requirements and how much it will cost. RFI, used when more information and goods and services can be acquired as needed from the sellers. RFP, most open-ended for the choices, simply states that the buyers has a problem and need to ask the potential seller to provide information on how they will solve this problem. Procurement statement of work comes from project scope baseline. A single project could have multiple SOWs, with each defining only their limited portion of the project scope and related contract. Terms of reference includes tasks the contracts required to perform, any required coordination requirements, standards which the contract will have to comply, data the contract must submit for approval, a detailed list of data and services that will be provided to the contract by the buyer. The schedule for the procurement, right? Which is interesting. They didn't say they wanted to schedule baseline for this. 3 types of procurement statements of work: performance, functional design. Performance, the final product should be able to do rather than how it is built or what the design's characteristics are. Functional, the end purpose or result rather than the specific procedures or approach. Functional procurement statements of work may include a statement of the minimum essential characteristics of the product. Design, precisely what the work is to be done. And I'm just zipping through this for us so that we could get to the questions. Okay, procurement document. So you have the management plan, you have the procurement strategy, delivery methods, type of agreements, the procurement phases, statement of work, description of the procurement item, specification, quality requirements and performance matrix, description of collateral services required, acceptance methods and criteria, data and other reports required, quality, period and place of performance, currency, payment schedule, warranty, bid documents, RFI, RFQ, RFP. Alrighty. So we have contract types between 2 or more people. Seller risk low, seller risk high, cost plus percentage of cost, cost plus fixed fee, cost plus incentive fee, fixed price plus incentive, firm fixed price or lump sum. So the seller's risk is always high if it's firm fixed price or a lump sum. It's low on the side. No, seller's risk is high, right? When it is the cost plus percentage of cost, or is it the other way around?
Hold on, I have another chart that I use. Hold on a second. I gotta find it. I have all my papers here. Oh yeah, I got this stuff from a girl that passed the PMP. So I said, hey, give me your stuff. So it has, that's the one that has the X and Y. So the risk is higher for the CPPC, the CPFF, the CPAF. I guess what I'll do is scan this in and send it to everybody. It's easier to probably do that.
Yeah, so are we saying the seller's risk? The seller loves when it is a firm fixed price? Is that correct?
Yes.
Yep, because then even if it goes over, like, you know, if I need more, we say that it's going to be a fixed price and you're not going to charge me more. That's the way I'm seeing it. All right.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
Yep, let's go over to the other document, the questions Q&A.
Okay.
And then along the Q&A, we're going to probably see other things that come up and learn. Okay. like I said, we're glimpsing through this because we know that we're going to do in depth, and we're going to ask a lot of questions. All right. So some of the mathematical stuff I do not know, but we could try it out. So Heather, you want to go first, and I'll go, and then if Seema wants to jump in, she'll just say, "Hey, I want to jump in."
Hey, good
Okay.
morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
I haven't read this, but I'll try and jump in and answer.
That's fine. I mean, hey, this is a learning group.
Yeah.
Okay, so a project team is administering a CPIF, which is cost plus incentive fee contract, with a fixed fee of $10,000 and an incentive fee of $500 for each week of advancement in completion schedule. If the seller completes the project deliverables 3 weeks in advance, so $1,500 worth, at a cost of $100,000, what should be the total value of the contract? Okay, so, oh wait, fee of 10,000. Okay, so that'd be 100,000 plus 10,000 plus 1,500, I think, right? Or am I looking at that
Okay.
wrong?
It sounds good to me.
I'm guessing. Let me see.
Sounds good to me. I think it's C. Yeah.
Wonderful. Love the math.
Yeah, did I do that right? Let's see.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, yeah. See, some of these are kind of easy, and then some get hairy, so that one wasn't bad.
Okay. You're managing a project to purchase state-of-the-art technology. You have just completed your market research and solicited proposals from prospective sellers. All of the following are outputs of the plan procurement management, except which: A, bid documents; B, procurement statement of work; C, procurement strategy; D, negotiation points. D. I don't remember seeing that. Did y'all?
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, wonderful. See?
We got this.
It's a makeup term. I'm like, I never saw that in my life.
Yeah.
Okay, let me correct this for Seema. All right, go ahead.
You're sitting down with your team to map out a strategy for handling procurements. Your organization is very cost conscious and also risk averse. You know that this project will require a great deal of procurements, but you haven't nailed down the exact scope of the procurements. Which of the following exercises will you need to perform at this stage? Exact scope of the procurements. Okay. Make or buy analysis, risk reassessment, risk identification, or analogous estimating. It's not D, but you haven't nailed down the exact scope. I haven't heard of risk reassessment. Is that a term?
No, I haven't heard of it either.
So I'm guessing C.
Yeah, I'm thinking A just because we're in procurement.
Makes sense.
Make or buy analysis involves determining what works need to be outsourced and what can be done in-house. Okay, make in-house or buy outside. A tour technique of the plan procurement management. Okay, good.
My turn?
Yep.
You are developing the procurement management plan. Your key stakeholders have expressed concern because previous similar projects have run well over budget due to procurements. You explain to them that the contract costs are affected by the type of contract selected. Which of the following contract types bears the greatest risk for the seller? Okay, so for the seller, the highest risk. CPIF, T&M, FFP. Okay, I'm just looking at it. CPIF. Highest risk. I would go with FP. I think fixed. Oh, for the seller. Okay, so I would go with fixed price incentive fee.
Yeah, I think it's B.
Yeah.
Right. Firm fixed
Okay.
price.
Oh wait. Oh, firm fixed price. I'm sorry. Okay, I said that. I said the other one. I'm sorry. Yeah, firm fixed price. Yeah, because if it goes up, then they're screwed. They got to pay more money.
Exactly. That's how I'm seeing it. Like, this is the first price.
That's my term. That's my terminology.
Procurement items are outlined in great detail using which of the following? WBS, procurement statement of work; C, charter; D, project schedule, procurement statement of work. B. It's amazing what you remember when you just glimpse through stuff. I don't know why I'm giving Seema all the like longer ones, but you want me to read this one?
No, it's okay. I'll read it. If my daughter screams, I'm sure you guys are okay.
Yeah.
Janice works for a government agency which has strict policies about what kind of contract she can engage in when selecting vendors. She's interested in getting help from a well-respected specialty construction company, but her scope is somewhat unclear and may change as time goes by. She wants to remain flexible, but due to various funding constraints, she has been told that it is against policy to use a time and material contract type for the specific engagement. Of the following, the best type of contract to use when the total scope of the project is not fully defined is target fee contract, cost reimbursable contract, fixed price, unit price, or fixed price lump sum contract. I'm just going to guess this one. B, cost reimbursable.
Okay. Yeah. So for some reason I'm thinking it's C, but like she can't pay. She wants, but due to various funding constraints, she has been told that it's against policy to use a time and material contract type for this specific agreement. I'm just trying to figure out this time and material. Oh, the best one, yeah, maybe it's cost reimbursable. I don't know the answer.
Oh, okay, what is it?
Yeah, cost reimbursable.
Is it B? Yeah.
Yeah.
I just thought of it as because the total scope is not fully defined.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Yeah, because time and materials, I think of contractors, like we always have contractors. So time and materials is for contractors.
Okay, and is that when you do a unit price contract, because then you will pay for the units that is also used up?
See, I've never seen the unit price contract before.
Yeah, maybe
I don't know if that's a made up term. I've never seen that before.
Inquiring minds.
Yeah, I've never seen that, but I could be wrong. Fixed price, yes.
Okay.
Unit price, I don't think so.
Okay, your turn.
Oh, my turn?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you are the project manager for a large construction project. You are managing to a tight schedule and know that you will be awarded a bonus for early delivery. If you're in your project, you do not have enough time or information to develop a detailed statement of work, but this effort is likely to be very large. In this situation, what is the best type of contract? Fixed price, cost plus percentage of costs? What? Cost plus incentive fee or time and materials? Okay, so it says you're managing, okay, so you're gonna get an incentive, so you'll be awarded a bonus for early delivery. So I'm gonna go with cost plus incentive fee.
Okay, sounds good to me. Whoop, whoop.
Yay.
Do you want to read that? You good, Seema?
yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay. Your project management team is reviewing the scope baseline and documenting the detailed work and activities that will be performed by a seller. Which of the following processes are you performing? Plan procurement management, B, control procurement, C, conduct procurements, D, control money. I'm going to say A, just because that's what we're doing.
Man, I thought we were controlling money.
Statement of work, right? All right, Seema, your turn.
Oh my goodness, I haven't done this. Okay. Your project has signed a cost plus incentive fee contract. The contract has a target cost of 130,000, a target profit of 15,000, a target price of 145,000, a ceiling price of 159, and a buyer share ratio of 80-20. The actual cost of the project was 150,000. How much profit does the seller make?
All right, Heather, your turn.
Okay. Oh, you want me to help with okay, wait, let me read this. Cost plus incentive, your contract has a total cost of 130. Okay, they want to make 100 or 15,000 off of that. Okay, so 130 and 15 is 145. Ceiling price. Oh, this is that stupid. There's a calculation for this one. Hang on a minute. Yeah, where is it? It's that ceiling price and all that. That's that one. Remember that formula?
Oh yeah, that was in here.
Yeah, it's a ceiling price. What the heck? Hold on.
Okay. So ceiling price minus target price,
Yeah.
right? Divided by buyer's share ratio
The point of total assumption, that's the name of it.
and plus total cost. So if we're looking at ceiling price of 159,000 minus total price, or is it total
Target, right?
target price of 145,
The
right?
14.
And then it's an 80-20 buyer share. So buyer share is what, 80% of that? Is that what we mean buyer share ratio?
I think so, yeah. I'm just, gosh, it's been so long since I had one of these questions.
Okay, so
I have it, it only applies to fixed price incentive fee contracts, refers to the amount above which the seller bears all the loss of a cost overrun. Costs that go above the PTA, the point of total assumption, are assumed to be due to management.
okay.
So yeah, ceiling price minus target price divided by buyer share ratio, the 80-20 plus target cost. But now I forget who gets the 80 and who gets the 20.
I think the buyer gets the higher. I don't know how to do this, but I know I'm just putting my brain cells to it. So when I finally see the answer, at least I can remember more.
Yeah, I mean, I know that's the calculation. I'm just trying, it's been a long time.
All right, we're just gonna look at the answer.
Yeah, no, that'll help. And I'll write a note.
Okay, so
130, okay, we got that much.
Amount to be paid is 130 plus 15, 145. Cost plus 50.
oh, there's more, and there's more.
Oh, wow, yeah.
So it's D.
All right, let me write this down because I'm not going to retain this if I don't.
Yeah, we got to practice those for sure.
And
there might only be one on the exam, but we still got to know how to do it.
Okay, so they did 130 plus, because the total amount to be paid is 130 plus 15, which we said was 145. So we have 145K. The cost incurred was 150 instead of the planned cost of 130. Hence, the actual amount to be paid is actual cost plus targeted profit minus 20%, going back to that question, share of the cost increase. Okay, 20% of 20,000. Where do you get 20,000 from? Oh, 150 minus 130. Oh, okay. Okay.
Huh.
I'll send this to y'all, and y'all can write it down too.
Yeah, this one's, yeah.
Minus 20% of 20,000 is equal to 161,000. And since the maximum amount to be paid cannot exceed 159, only 159,000 will be paid. This profit made by the contract equals amount paid minus cost incurred. 159 minus 150 by the contractor. Profit made by the contractor. Ooh, the seller made no money. All righty, y'all be sent that. All right, Heather, your turn again.
I get all the doozies. No, I'm just kidding. Your project will require the use of a high pressure punch press for 5 months. You can rent the press. Oh, this is one of those. You can rent the press for $10,000 payable at the end of each month. You may also choose to make a lump sum payment on the day the press is delivered, using a discount rate of 1% per month. The maximum lump sum payment you should choose to make is, all right, so, okay, 5 months. So 10,000 times, so 50,000. You may also choose a lump sum payment on the day the press is delivered using a discount. Okay, so then I gotta think, Oh wait, on the first day, is that the first day of the month? The precedent, okay. So let me see here. I'm talking out loud.
Talk out loud. Yep.
50,000. So that's $500. 1% of 50,000 is $500.
But then we're doing that for 5 months. Is that correct?
Yeah, so 5 times 5 would be $2,500. So would that be 50,000 minus 2,500 for
Um,
47.5? Oh, 48.5.
but doesn't every time is 1%. So let's say it's the 50,000 for that month, and then it's 500 less. Then don't you have to then do that percentage again for 1% of 45,000? So I think there's like this, like every month it goes a little bit less. Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there's a formula for this. I just don't know the formula.
Okay, so then I'm leaning toward, would it be more like 45,000?
Yeah, I'm thinking it's D2, but just because I just don't know the exact number. But let me see what it. Oh, it's C.
Oh,
I
okay.
knew it was one of these. I just couldn't get it.
Oh, okay, 10,000 divided by, okay.
It's a raised to the power of sort of thing.
Oh, geez, okay.
We almost got it.
Yeah, almost.
It's a what's they call exponential value. Yeah, I feel like there's another formula for this. Do y'all know the name of this? I'll figure it out. There's a formula for this. I just don't know it in my mind.
Let me look, hold on. Hold on.
Because how you did it with 10,000 times 5 was the right way, and then maybe it's the percent to like 1.01. I know the formula somewhere. We've seen it before.
Yeah, I'm looking. I don't know if I have that one.
All right, I'll try to find it. It goes back to what we learned earlier when we have the whole NPV and the whole what's that called? Raised to the power of thing. I'll find it.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me find it because I feel like I'm gonna get mad that I just don't know.
Yeah, it's gonna bug me.
Yeah, it's gonna bug me too. Um, Let me look at NPV section of the PMBOK. All right, I'll get back to y'all. I'll send you an email after this. Because it's mathematically to the n power. Okay, I'll find it. I'll do it. It's math. I should be able to do that. Okay, you're a contractor, and then just going back to this, how you did the 10,000 times 5 got 50,000, and then we already knew that we had to figure out what would be the minus. So it's more than one way to do this. I think there's just another way to do this. Okay, you are a contractor and you are bidding on a long-term construction project. The project will last several years. Which type of contract agreement is specifically designed to give you relief for inflation of material labor costs increases over long periods of time? A, cost plus incentive of cost. B, cost plus economic price adjustment. C, time and materials. D, firm fixed price and economic price adjustment. I like how D sounds. It just sounds like it's economically feasible.
You're picking up on the terminology.
Right. Exactly. Seema?
Which of the following is true about bid documents? They offer no room for bidders to suggest changes. They ensure receipt of complete proposals. They inform the performing organization why the bid is being created. And they quote prices as well as the time in which the work can be done. I'm getting so proposals.
Which one?
Isn't it a proposal? So I just don't know if it's the ensure receipt of complete proposals. I'll go with B.
Yeah, I feel like, so, and Heather, tell me if I'm wrong, like when someone says bidding on something, you can't suggest changes, right?
Well, you kind of throw out there what you want, like what your SOW is, and then they come back with you and say, okay, we can do it for this. So they offer no room
So
for
they can do that. And what about the quote process as well as the time in which the work can be done? Is that
No, I don't think they, I don't, see, I think we're the ones telling them, hey, we have 6 months to get this done. Either you can do it in that or forget it kind of thing. You know, usually negotiate, like if we're under the gun to get something done, we're going to go with whoever can get it done in that time frame and for that cost that we want to spend.
okay. All right. So Seema, you said B?
B, yeah.
Let's see. Yay.
Yay.
Okay.
Your turn. Oh, my turn. Generally, a bid differs from a proposal in which the following ways. A proposal is used when source selection will be based only on price. A proposal is used when the project timeline or time frame is limited. A bid is used when source selection will be based on price alone, or a proposal disregards price considerations. Ugh, okay, so a bid. Oh, okay, wait, hold on. Let me read these again. Project time frame is limited. Source selection will be based only on price. Bid is when the source selection will be based on price alone. This one's tricky. Proposal disregards, no. Maybe I'm gonna go with C. A bid is used when source selection will be based on price.
I'll go with it.
Yeah, I'm leaning toward that. Terms such as bid, on price, okay. Okay.
Okay, great. Proposal.
They're gonna tackle it all right. They're gonna get it done.
You are the project manager for Athatech Shoe Company. They're introducing a new shoe line called Air Synergy. You will outsource the production of this shoe to a foreign vendor, Nike. Your legal department has recommended you use a contract that reimburses the seller's allowable costs and builds in a bonus based on the vendor achieving the established performance criteria. Which of the following contract types will you use? FPIF, CPIF, FFP, CPFF. Cost per incentive, B. Because it has an incentive in there. I don't know.
There you go.
Cost plus incentive fee. I gotta remember these acronyms. Fixed price, right? Fixed price, IF means fixed price incentive. No.
Yeah. Yeah, fixed price incentive, fixed price incentive fee.
And then firm breaks.
Okay. Your turn.
Your project management team is analyzing new technologies and examining vendor capabilities to assess whether a product or service can be acquired. Which of the following is being performed? Whether a product or service can be acquired. Buyer assessment, expert judgment, make or buy analysis, or market research. Whether it can be acquired. Either B or D. New technologies and examining vendor.
Wouldn't that be make or buy analysis?
That's what I'm thinking.
I wasn't thinking about it.
Like either you make it
Is it
in-house,
cheaper to make it or cheaper to buy it from someone else?
yeah. But
Oh, it's D.
I was thinking B or D.
Good job. It's a tool or technique of plan procurement management. I glimpsed over that one. Wonderful.
Procurement documents seek responsive information from which party? Seller, procurement director, buyer, or sponsor? Response information. Well, it depends who's who. Like if I'm a buyer, then I need stuff from the seller. If I'm a seller, I need from the buyer.
You're always looking at yourself as the buyer during the plan procurement management, according to Stack Skills.
Okay, so C. Right? Oh, A. Or wait, the seller. Did you just say that and I picked the wrong one? All right, I need more coffee. I need more coffee.
Yeah.
Information from the seller. Okay.
Yeah, according to Stack Skills, you're always looking at questions as a light of being in the position of the
I'm such a
buyer.
dork. I'm such a dork. Oh my gosh.
You are the project manager for a large window manufacturing company. You are currently managing a project to expand your geographical reach beyond the local area and include a facility in Canada. Since you are not familiar with Canada, you need to hire vendors to do much of the work. All of the following are inputs to the planned procurement management process, except which one? A, stakeholder register, B, requirements documentation, C, scope baseline, D, procurement statement of work. I feel like, wasn't the procurement statement of the work an output?
Output. Yeah.
Okay, so D. Oh wow, we're so smart.
Okay, customers impose the most formal EVM data requirements on which of the following? I don't know. Target fee contracts, cost reimbursable, fixed price, unit price, fixed price, lump sum contracts. I'm not sure about this one.
Me neither.
Yeah, most formal EVM data requirements.
Earned value management.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to guess A.
We take guess here. We definitely do. B.
Okay.
Pay for any, the customer also has to pay for any allowable costs. Okay, it's a lot of work. Heather?
You are a new project manager for a very small startup company. Previously, you worked for a large firm with a robust procurement organization. This startup does not have a procurement professional, so you must fill this role for your project. Which of the following is not an element of project procurement management? Inspections and audits, bidder conferences, make or buy analysis, or decomposition? Well, inspections and audits is part of quality.
Okay.
And decomposition is the WBS and breaking down stuff. So bidder conferences and make or buy are part of procurement. I guess I'm gonna go with, decomposition. The A and D are one of the two that I'm not sure. Like it's gonna be one or the other.
Mm-hmm. But then I'm thinking we're in plan, and so inspection and audits, you're right. I think that's not in this process group, but I could be wrong.
Right. Yeah, I agree. So which one are you thinking then? A?
I'm thinking A.
Okay, let's go with A.
I'm thinking D.
Why are you thinking D?
Because as Heather said, it's dividing the scope and deliverables, right, into smaller parts. Do you do that in plan procurement?
I guess the assumption is, I mean, we were input in the project charter, and then we had the business case. Are
we can check.
Yeah, let's check. D is it? It is.
Yeah.
Inspections and audits is in here. I gotta go back into this. See, this is why we gotta do the whole ITTO worksheet, because I feel like they're just intricate details that sometimes these other worksheets don't include. All right, you're comparing the cost of purchasing a software product to the cost of your company programs writing a customer software program, make or buy. You're engaging which of the following? A, procurement planning. B, using expert judgment. C, creating a procurement management plan. D, make or buy analysis. I'm gonna say D. Either make it or buy it. At least we'll know make or buy by the end of this session. Seema.
You're managing a project and must seek outside help in completing part of the work. You're therefore preparing a request for a proposal, setting out the scope of the work you wish to hire out. Which PMBOK process are you performing? Plan procurement, conduct procurement, control, or close? Plan.
I agree. Okay, so whose turn is it?
And another one. To fulfill a portion of your project scope, you engaged a seller who agreed to a cost plus incentive fee contract with incentive measured against cost. The negotiated target cost was $200,000 plus a target fee of $20,000. The price ceiling was $250,000 and the share ratio was 80-20. Upon completion, the final seller's cost was $220,000. What should be the total payout to the seller? Oh my gosh. Blah, 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 blah. I don't know.
Okay, going back to our previous learnings, we know we did 200 plus 20, right? Minus 20% of what? Minus 20% of 20? What do we do minus 20% of?
Oh my gosh.
Of 250 maybe?
Hold on.
I jot down enough to not know what I need to know. Okay, so we know we're adding two things, and the price was 250. Oh yeah, 250 minus 220. Remember we had something with profit?
Yeah.
So that would be 30. So we have to do times 30, 20% times 30, remember? And then we do, I don't know what we do after that. I forgot.
Math lady, so you let her
Okay.
figure out.
So that's 600. That's 600 of that. So are we saying now that, I don't know what we're saying, but it looks like I want to pick an answer of 250 to 236 B. I don't know if it's true, but we'll
Yeah,
pick
we'll go with that.
it.
Oh, you got it. Nice.
I just looked at the numbers and I was like, okay. Okay, reducing the seller. So let's do the total cost by 20,000.
Yeah, I gotta practice those.
Yeah, me too. Like how I got to the number was just I saw values and they looked like the values will come up to something. And so the something was the answer. But let's keep in mind we're gonna do this. And so tomorrow, let's do for, I don't know if we could use yours. I really want to do plan procurement. I want to do stakeholder, and then I want to do something else.
I thought we finished stakeholder. Are we back to stakeholder again?
No, so we have what we're supposed to get done this week is plan procurement, plan stakeholder, and then tomorrow's Thursday, I direct and manage. So I'll probably use my simulator because I could pick from all of these.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so let's do one more to end on a good note. You are planning your procurements for a project and have found that, well, two more, mine and Seema. You're planning your procurements for a project and have found that due to company policy, you're very limited in the sellers you can consider. Which of the following is most likely restricting your options? A, source selection criteria, B, risk tolerance, C, qualified seller list, D, enterprise environmental factors. I'm gonna say C.
Yeah.
All right, Seema, your turn. See, I don't know why this is always like this. Okay.
You're the project manager for a large health care company. You're currently managing a project to purchase facilities in a new geographical region. You intend to use the current staff, so you need to have the proper documentation reviewed and signed. Which of the following are outputs of planned procurement management? Make or buy, expert judgment, contract type selection, contract, scope statement, correspondence, contract file contract, procurement management plan, which sounds right. Procurement, statement of work, make or buy analysis, procurement management plan and contract changes. Procurement management plan, yes. Procurement statement of work, yes. And make or buy. I'm going with C.
Okay.
Yay.
Yay. Okay, now your turn. Y'all have a great day. Y'all have more
guys
questions y'all
too.
could do.
Comment.
I'll send this to y'all.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.